5-time Pro Bowler, a Hall of Famer, 12 NFL seasons. He's really one of the iconic wide receivers in the history of the NFL. He's outrageously funny. And he does something that I do, Michael Irvin. When I was a kid, until I got into this business, I always bet against my team for good luck. Yeah. So then if my team loses, I win $100, and if they win, I'm happy as hell.
You're in a win-win situation.
So you've been picking against the Cowboys, Michael Irvin, for a month and a half, and you're feeling great today.
And we've won every game that I picked against them. And it's amazing how superstitious you are about things like that.
Were you as a player?
Oh, God, yes. Oh, God, yes. Oh, whatever suit I wore, my boxers had to match. Right? I had to walk in the locker room last, and everybody wait till I got undressed to unveil the boxers with the suit and all of those things. Little things like that you do no matter what. All football players are like that.
You don't mess with success.
You don't mess. I'm not just analyzing because you're broadcast. I'm not a broadcaster. I'm an analyst. The TV is broadcasting my analyzation of what I'm doing. So I'm an analyst. But in order to understand the greatness of my analyzation, you must see that I am a seer. I see that thing that is going to happen before it happened. The Bible called them seers, prophecy.
Well, I watched that and I thought, oh, Jerry tipped you off. Who tipped you off?
Nobody tipped me off.
Now, I will say.
Nobody.
What was it about Amari Cooper, who, to your point, people were down on, Michael? I heard his work ethic had gone into
They were down on him.
What did you see?
First of all, and I say this to people all the time, now, as I study NFL wide receivers, Amari Cooper is great in transitioning, getting in and out of routes. He's great at it. And I knew Dak Prescott was a young quarterback. And I was like, wow, he needs what the greatest thing you can give a young quarterback is a great transition receiver.
What does that mean to our audience?
That means a guy, if I'm running a 17-yard comeback, 17 back to 15, when I got a guy that can transition like Amari Cooper, as a quarterback, when I see him, he'll run 15 yards. He's going to try to break down the last 2 yards and then come back out of that route. He's so great at getting in and out of it, transitioning.
Gotcha.
I can now throw the ball
to an open guy
when he's going in the route, knowing when he comes out of the route, he's wide open. I don't have to wait to see him open. I can throw it before he comes open, and now my confidence rises. And I knew and he's young. I was like, put him with Zeke and Dak, and you can have something for a long time.
Now listen, I didn't like him out of college. I said he was a way better Tebow. And then he won, and I had to shut up. And then I still watch him now. And I say, and I said this to start the show, his intangibles are off the charts. As an arm talent, consistency is a lot I don't love. Why is Jerry so loyal? Because there's a lot of times I watch him. He doesn't look like Mahomes. He doesn't throw a ball like Goff. He doesn't do a lot what a lot of the Andrew Lucks do and Russell Wilsons. What is it about him in Dallas?
But you see what you did? You see what you're doing? Which is amazing to me. You've given Mahomes and Goff a level of greatness because you've seen his arm talent or you see what Goff does. Dak Prescott has more wins than all of them. Dak Prescott came in and did things that none of them has done in his first year, in his first few years. But we see certain things, and we see these dynamic offenses in Mahomes and Goff and everything. Dak Prescott has everything, and he's still a young quarterback. And there's some things he's got to get better at because he's missed a couple guys running deep.
His fumble issue?
He got to get better at that, and he knows that. But we're measuring quarterbacks so early now. If you had said he didn't look like Tom Brady in this era, he didn't look like Peyton Manning, no, you said Goff and Mahomes. Those guys hadn't been doing anything for a long time. It's the last couple of years, and now we're measuring everything to those young guys. But Dak Prescott wins football games and a great leader.
You can't deny his leadership.
You cannot deny that.
Your most important Cowboys. You gave our guys a list of the most important quarterbacks. You go Zeke, Dak, Amari. I like how you have all the offensive guys at the top. DeMarcus, Jalen, and Leighton Vander Esch.
That's the order I go in with them.
Let me ask you this though: a lot of people are falling in love with your linebackers and your pass rush. If I told you of those 6 players, you had to choose the offensive guys or defensive guys. Is the future of the Cowboys defense or offense?
No. Let me listen. In this league, always have the ability to win games scoring points. I get so caught when people say, well, defense wins championships. No, it doesn't. Now, if you got a turnover defense, you can win championships.
Bears.
Because points win championships. If you stop me 95 plays out of 100, but one of those other 5 plays I go score and your offense can't score, I still win the game. You got to know how to score points in this league, and defense gives you a great opportunity by stopping the other team.
By the way, Michael Irvin joining us, Hall of Famer. The 6 highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL, none lead their division. Brady, Breeze, and Ben take pay cuts.
Yeah.
Okay, does Dak realize we are better as a team, Michael, if I make 22, not 29?
Well, more importantly than Dak realizing that, Jerry Jones realizes that.
Does he?
Yes, and Jerry will be smart. I do believe Jerry is going to be smart and go to Dak prior to him hitting the open market, because in the business of quarterbacks, the statement you just made, highest paid, not even leading the division, because it's not about performance. It's just about, hey, you're the next guy up. You get to be the highest paid. It doesn't matter in any other, like it does in every other position. So now you got to go to Dak before he becomes up and give him a great number that's good for both sides.
So come before he's up. I'll give you some money early,
right?
But you can't gouge us for 27.
Well, we got to work together in this. We're going to give you. Well, I'm going to come early. I'm going to give you a long enough deal with enough upfront money so you can be happy. But we're going to get a little bit of a break so we can put some other people around you.
So when you look at the Cowboys and you look at the NFC right now, you beat New Orleans at home.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a team, as you sit here today, Michael, that you don't think Dallas matches up with? Is there a team you'd love to see him play in the playoffs and one that worries you?
I was worried about the Saints because they were so explosive. And I said, there's no way Dallas can match that explosiveness. But that was prior to me seeing the performance of the defense against the Saints. Because really, I underestimated that defense. I said, no way they can keep the Saints down. And then I overestimated what the Rams are doing. I said, no way anybody can stop them. I saw that yesterday. I saw what the Cowboys did to the Saints. I saw what the Bears did to the Rams. And you say, oh, my God, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can win this year with what you have right now if it all comes together the right way. The Cowboys have everything they need.
It's very interesting. So we see the Rams go into cold weather, and they crumble. And, everybody loved the Rams for this first 7-8 weeks. And it's funny, Michael, because I think of Dallas as a warm-weather team. But what's interesting about this Cowboys team, your team had some Aikman. You were very dynamic. There was a lot of glitz. But what I find funny with this Cowboy team, they're very blue-collar. They're very physical. Yeah. They're not that dynamic.
Colin, I'm telling you, they are physical. And watching that game, I was there that Thursday night. I watched when Jalen Smith came across and hit Kamara. And I promise you, Kamara, when I looked at him, I could tell he was like, whoa, what was that? Like, they're fast. They remind me of the defenses we had in the 90s. A lot of guys up front going after the quarterback and fast linebackers. It's hard to get – you will not have more speed than the Cowboys defense have. And that's the key to that defense right now.
Yeah. So, by the way, Michael Irvin, NFL Network analyst, 2018 Thursday Night Football season on Fox. Amazon Prime Video concludes this Thursday. Chargers, Chiefs in a pivotal AFC West match.
It's a great game there.
That's a great game.
That's a great one.
So, when you played, what's remarkable – when you played in the NFL, as a corner, I could grab you.
Yeah.
As a safety, I could tear your head off.
Right.
As a linebacker, I could shadow you and lock your arms. What would Michael Irvin be like today in the NFL?
Well, now that we've removed courage out of the league, Courage does not say that I did not have fear. It says I had an ability to overcome my fears.
Jimmy Johnson told me you were the only Cowboy receiver they would send over the middle. You knew you were going to get smoked. Jimmy said Michael was the only guy.
Let's go do it.
Most receivers wouldn't go over the middle in your day. What would you do today?
We used to hit in back and separate you from the ball. Now we have to wait till you catch the ball. I'm like, you can't touch me until I catch the ball? Are you joking? This is 7-on-7 for me. And not only that, Colin, they're getting 15 to 20 targets a game. We would win games completing 22, 23 passes total. You know what I mean? It's just total different game,
but does it bother you or do you like it?
Well, it bothered me at first until my boys became old enough to play. Then I was like, let's make it safer. You know what I'm saying? But before, I wanted other guys to go through what I went through before you can catch that pass. I wanted you to feel that pain. I wanted you to have to catch ball and try to be separated from the ball like I did. But then when my son said, Dad, I'm playing football, I was like, we need to get this thing safer. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm happy it's getting safer.
So how often do you talk? Jerry Jones loves you. You've had great relationships with Troy and all your former Cowboys. You know, Jerry, I watch him in the owner's box. He is so happy.
He is. He's a good man.
He's been very good to a lot of people.
Man. He's a good man.
Jerry going forward, I know a lot of times we think, Jerry's a little crazy. Does Jerry still make a call in Dallas, or is Steven running it? If I said to you today, who makes the final call on draft day? Who makes the final call on Dak's salary?
Listen, Jerry's always delegated to Stephen Jones. A long time ago, when I was working on my contracts, because I was involved with all of them, he would say, let's talk to Stephen. And, so he's groomed Stephen. He's that kind of a father. He helps us in business. Of course, he's going to prepare his own sons for business. He will give them the call. Now, he's like the president. He will have veto power over all things. You know what
Did he ever say no to you?
Oh, God, yes.
Jerry said no to you?
Well, when we're doing negotiations, he may say no to my number, but he'll say it in a special way. Like I had one receiver of the year, and I would write down a number and pass it over to him, and he would go into these long stories. Oh, Michael, back in such and such with my dad, we did this. We were down in El Paso. It happened down in El Paso, So what I'm telling you is I Paso on that number. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what is that? I said, man, are you we're trying to get my money right, and you giving me these long, drawn-out stories. He's the only guy that'll tell you no and have you laughing that he just told you no. That's how he is. He's great at it. He is absolutely great.
Hall of Famer Michael Irvin, who has had a great broadcasting career. Jason Garrett's safe, right? Jason's his guy?
He is his guy. And another thing people got to understand, too, when we start talking coaches, it's not just about X's and O's on the football field. It's also about personalities and managing personalities. You don't hear players coming out leaving the Dallas Cowboys talking about how much they hate Jason Garrett. You don't hear that. And we're getting this everywhere. Look at what just happened in Green Bay. Look at when Amari Cooper leaves Oakland and go to Dallas. There's something went on in Oakland that he didn't want to play for anymore. It's not just about, we're no longer in the Lombardi-like years where coaches have dominion over players. It's about partnership with players. How good are you at partnering with these guys that have got $50 million guaranteed that you cannot cut? And that's important too.
Garrett and Dak get along.
He's good at managing players. He's good at what he does, but don't discount his ability at managing players.
Yeah, and I don't love the schemes all the time.
Yeah, I knew you wanted to go somewhere with that. I knew that. I knew you wanted to go somewhere with that. That's why I gave it to you the way I gave it to you. Trust me. Measure all things, not just some things, because we are in the new NFL.
You are a step ahead of me, Michael.
I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there the right way.
It's great seeing you.
It's good seeing you, too.
You're always welcome on this show.
I appreciate it, buddy. And get me back here in a few weeks when them Cowboys are running through the playoffs.
Well, let's slow down a little bit, but I like your enthusiasm. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.